All right, let's get it. Game 5. Meek Mill in the building, straight from prison. See the Philadelphia 76ers try to close out this series against the Miami Heat. Maybe Dwayne Wade's last game. We don't know. He's definitely talking like retirement is a possible thing. Early on, we go and one Joel Embiid. Tyler Johnson at the end. I think he's the guy that's got to get traded if I'm Miami. I just can't keep. Somebody's got to go. I wouldn't. He's probably a glue piece, and I probably take for granted what he is in that locker room. But from what I see on the court, just straight basketball, I don't know about Tyler Johnson. Now, I will admit to you guys that Josh Richardson hurt his shoulder, so he's not 100% in this game. As Tyler Johnson goes to the cuff and scores 13-9 Philly. Justice Winslow for 3. So Josh Richardson's gonna return in this game, but Maval, he's not 100%. It's been a pretty tough series for him. Excuse me. I'm under the weather. Been a pretty tough series for Josh Richardson though. Ooh, good pass. Right back at you. Amir Johnson. And one. You know, who I'm disappointed more in this series than anything, as Ben Simmons goes down the lane and jams. He's been doing a lot of that in this series. Speaking of going down the lane and jam, I'm very disappointed in Hassan Whiteside's effort in this series. Kelly Olynyk has given the Heat better minutes. As D-Wade pops that too. I don't know where Hassan Whiteside has been in this series. He's just been non-existent, honestly. As Joel Embiid slams on Bam, I like Bam's energy more than I do Hassan's in this series. Steal by D-Wade here again. We don't know if this is his final game. Kelly Olynyk with like 3 putbacks and he scores. Who knows, man? Who knows? You know, I don't think D-Wade is going to be a guy that's going to stick around and just be a role player. I think he'll go one more year. That's what I believe. Man, you know, speaking of D-Wade, while we're midway through the second quarter in this one, we got time. You know, D-Wade, I'm just sitting here thinking back at his legacy. I don't know if I remember him. You know, when I'm thinking about D-Wade's finals run, and what was that, 06 against Dallas, I don't know if I remember a finals more than I do that series. That was fantastic. D-Wade was a legend after that series, to be honest with you. Let alone to come back, get with LeBron, go to 4 straight finals, win 2. Illustrious career for D-Wade. He said, oh my goodness, good pass by Ben Simmons. Speaking of somebody who has a legendary potential. Olynyk with the defense. Great defense by Olynyk. Amir Johnson's there for the putback. 36 apiece. Winslow. D-Wade. Nice pass to Goran Dragic. Ooh. Almost stolen by Ben. Justice Winslow goes straight at Bellinelli for 2. I didn't like the Philadelphia 76ers in the first half of this game. Thought they could have played better. Thought they could have came out with more urgency. I mean, you got a closeout game. You got a series in your hands. Meek Mill's in the building. Kevin Hart's in the building. You can't play with this team. Up top, Ben. He looks like he wants it. What about everyone else? Embiid. That's tough. 44-42 Philadelphia leads. By the way, I don't like how Philly played in the first half, but they still had a close game at the half. So that just tells you how good this team is and how talented they are. Goran Dragic, step back 2 is good. Let's take it into the locker room, 46 apiece. Now Johnson to Johnson. James to Tyler for 2. Ben to Sadiq. 50-48. Now 51-48. It's Ben. Covington. Trey ball is good. JJ Redick will get hot. He can get hot at any moment. He drills that three. Is Markelle Fultz still playing for this team right now? He might have fell out of the rotation. Yeah, what happened to Fultz? Ben, the Embiid. Nothing you can do about that. Did Fultz fall out of rotation? Bam. With the putback. Miami needs a run right now. Ben, Sadiq, Covington. TSU product. 3-ball is good. Johnson and Olynyk. I feel like Olynyk's been Miami's either first or second best player in this series behind D Wade. Nice 2 there from Ben Simmons. This is an 11-point game. Miami's in a danger zone. Their season is on the line. After free throws, he goes up to 17. Winslow gets that 3 to fall. That's big. They're in a danger spot, man. McConnell. Wade a step slow. Now Embiid. Nothing Wade can do about that. Wade, nice pass to Dragic, who drills a 3. 15-point game. We're heading into the 4th. Miami's going to have to make a run. Here's D Wade. Is that the last bucket we'll ever see from D Wade? That question now has to enter the back of all NBA fans' minds as Joel Embiid goes for 2 there. 82-69. It's Redick for 3. Kevin Hart loving it. Meek Mill loving it. Embiid. Bam. Embiid shooting over. Bam. For 2. Now Dragic. Johnson. They're going to have to switch something up at guard, man. I might even trade Johnson and start D Wade. I don't know. D Wade. Hey, to the cup for 2. Like I said, maybe that's Dwayne Wade's last basket in his illustrious NBA career. That will be a question this summer. Will he return? Dragic to Ellington for 3. Miami's down 8. Can they keep this thing alive? They need stops. Bellinelli. Tough 2. Dragic on the other end. He pump fakes. Olynyk. 2s are not going to get you back in this one, though. You need 3s and stops. And you ain't getting the stops. And JJ Redick's knocking down the 3s. Philly's going to win this game and win this series. Have we seen the last of Dwayne Wade as he dribbles out the rock? Man, that's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. If you're a Dwayne Wade fan, I just him dribbling that rock out, it feels like he wanted that moment. And then I've seen D Wade talking to Kevin Hart afterwards, and they had a personal conversation. If you're a Miami Heat fan, a Dwayne Wade fan, that didn't look like a good sign. That felt like that was it from D Wade. Hopefully it's not. It felt like it was it, though. And I just hope he comes back and plays another season. I've loved this man, from the beginning of his career to the end. And I hope we get more D Wade basketball. I hope that's not it. If it is, though, phenomenal career by a phenomenal human being in D Wade. Philly wins the series.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.